am so appreciative of the feedback that you guys give me, especially on that last video. So thank you for all of that. This morning, I am out bright and early to head out to my office for a meeting. And it's frigid here this morning. It's in the low 20s. Cold. Not used to it. And I have to tell you, very strange. So I have to wear, dress clothes. So I have a pair of pinstripe pants on. I have a black turtleneck, a nice little belt, my coat with the leather. You gotta look corporate, right? I haven't worn corporate clothes in quite some time. And not liking how they're fitting, strangely enough. They're not fitting like they normally do. I know that my body is changing in that I'm not doing a lot of exercise. The hiking has subsided because it's frigid and snowy, and I'm not doing as much walking, and hence, your body gets a little soft. So I don't like it. So I have to get my ass in gear and get back on my elliptical and use the weights in the gym we have in the house. Like, what is wrong with me with that? That's definitely number one on my list. My fear of it, though, honestly, is when not so much the elliptical, but when I start training, I get hungry. And that's when I have a tendency to go off track. So there's a delicate balance with this. So I'm going to start, again, just with the elliptical. I have a bike, stationary bike also. And I think I might look into the Peloton app. Not the subscription, because I don't need the bike. I have one. But just the app. And maybe that will motivate me just a little bit. I don't know. If you guys have the Peloton app without the bike, you have your own or whatever, you just use the app for the classes, let me know. I'm really curious to know how you guys like it. But I definitely have to get my heart rate up and start burning off, the extra softness that, listen, I'm not complaining. I'm very comfortable where I'm at, but that's the problem. I'm a little too comfortable. And I've been working from home almost for a full year now, getting out and doing some things, but primarily working from home. And you get really comfortable wearing a nice top to get on a conference call or telehealth or whatever you do. And you wear pajama bottoms because nobody can see, or sweats or jeans or whatever. And then when you have to wear, clothes that you wore a lot, you notice a change. So I'm going to challenge you guys to go put on an outfit that you haven't worn in a while. Maybe it's work clothes, something else, and let me know what you think. Are they comfortable? Are they tight? Do they, like, mine aren't tight. They fit. It's just my body composition is different. Like, I notice in my waist area and my hips in these pants, they're not as slim as they used to be. So that's how we can gauge progress, guys. We're very fixated on the scale, but inches and the softness or the hardness, if you're training or whatnot, it really does make that concoction all that much more. So that was a little bit of a wake-up call this morning, I have to say. What else is going on? It's just been super busy in my life. Work has been busy, thank God. Things are going really well. It's been snowing a little bit on and off the past couple of days. We had some more snow last night, but nothing crazy. Just like, I don't even know, half an inch maybe. Roads are all clear. Right now it's 9 o'clock. My meeting starts at 10. It doesn't take an hour to get there, but I am one of those sticklers with time. If I have to be somewhere at 10, I'll be there probably a half hour early. That's just me. Why am I like that? I couldn't sleep good last night. My mind was going. Made myself my coffee. I bought these little to-go cups. They're paper. You just throw them out. I got them at Hobby Lobby. There was I think it was like 12 cups for like $4. So I got that. What else? I'm trying to think. Lean and greens are getting boring. the reason is because I have a tendency to stick with like just the protein, just the veggie, just the fat. It's totally fine. I can't add a lot of stuff to mine. I just can't. As soon as I add Rayo's, I start retaining water. As soon as I add cheese, I get constipated and I stall out. It's like I have to eat very clean. I don't even know what to make anymore. I'm having a rut. It's like chicken and broccoli, fish and asparagus. So I need some suggestions because, you know, I get a lot from you guys. It's not just me telling you what's going on. But I'm also kind of in a rut with my next video, like what content you want to see. I know you guys love when I do, you know, the talks, the scientific things about the plan and how the body works. I'll continue that. I know you like that. Some people were saying they want to see what I eat in a day, but I feel like I have so many of those videos in my library that I don't want to bore you all to death, because I see people that make those what I eat in a day videos every day, and after a while it's like, I know what you're eating because I saw what you got and you're unboxing. It's like the same stuff. So I don't know if that's boring to you guys or if you actually still want to see that. Let me know. I don't know. I'm in a rut. I did post in the group Keeping It Optavia with Felicia Nurse that I have on Facebook. If you're not in there, go pop in. Some folders with files in them. We're not supposed to do any linking in the group. It's for safety purposes, but I know that a lot of you guys have coaches that don't give you all of the information that you're entitled to, and that baffles me. Like the dining out guide, the veggie conversion sheet, the PDF format of the little spiral book that you get when you make your first order, condiments, fats, like there are PDF files that you could save to your phone, your computer, you could print them out. Your coaches are supposed to give that stuff to you. I don't know why they're not. Once again, coaches, if you're a coach, please take the time to, devote to your clients. Don't take on too many at one time. You can't possibly. And I put that in the group for you guys so you would have it. Feel free, share, whatever. Just don't link in the group. And also, like, last night too, somebody was talking about their finances and how it's getting expensive for them. And oh my God, I could not believe how this poor person just got lambasted because they were asking for alternatives. Like, what can I do to supplement some of the fueling so I don't have to spend so much each month? I got, a big family and I have to feed them too. And there were so many kind words, but some people, whoa, did they go off, And I thought I would look through to some of the comments that I didn't think were so nice, and 9 times out of 10, they were coaches. And I was pissed. BS, man. If you're a coach and you have a client that says, look, I can't afford this, it's getting to be expensive, what are alternatives? How dare you even degrade them like that? Don't tell somebody, well, you would spend more money on a Starbucks coffee. Like, come on, guys. Clearly, not everybody is in the same financial situation. I feel like if somebody's asking for alternatives and you're a coach, give them the info. If they come off of it and you're not making a commission off them anymore, but you helped them, that's the most important thing. Unless you're in it for money, you suck. That's my opinion. Don't be in it for money. Do it because you want to help people. And if you make a little commission off them, that's wonderful. But your heart has to be in the right place. So in my group, I do allow those types of discussions. And again, some people are like, well, I thought this was an Optavia group. Blah, 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 blah. It is. But even Dr. A in his book gives you alternatives, and he talks about it in there. So, if somebody's struggling and they want to start to transition or whatnot, don't belittle them. I was so sad about that. It really got me pissed, and then I was sad because I have been in situations in my life when my kids were little where we didn't have a pot to piss in, right? I was living in an apartment. I was like making no money. I had to be in a certain area that we live in because of Britt's disability, and she needed certain type of school. And, you know, I did what I could to provide my kids. My son also doesn't have a disability, but, you know, we all live together in an apartment, struggling big time. And I couldn't afford certain things. And I have people in my life that kind of made me feel, you know, less than, maybe because I didn't have anything. And that is like such a horrible feeling. And especially if you're in a support group like mine on Facebook and you have coaches that are just like being kind of rude about that. BS, no way, not happening in my group. I was like, block member, remove, like, goodbye. I'm not even warning that. It's just ridiculous. And I'm not saying you can't give your opinion or whatever, but, you know, if someone literally is expressing it's a financial hardship for them, I'm just not. If somebody says, hey, you know, I'm struggling and I'm looking for alternatives, that's also not a cue to belittle them. And it might not even be financial. It just might be they're having a really hard time sticking to the plan. But that's what coaching is. Coaching isn't belittling. Coaching is helping, finding solutions, right? When a kid is struggling in school, this is my analogy, I can't help it. When a kid is struggling in school and they go to their teacher and say, and some of them might not even do that, but I was that kind of kid. I don't get it. My biggest thing in school was math. I could do all the regular math, but once you got into like geometry and like algebra 2 and statistics, holy crap, that was like my weakness. And I would say, because you know me, I am not shy. I'd be like to the teacher, excuse me, I don't get it. Help, I need help. I don't understand it. Can you imagine a teacher saying to a student, well, you know, you're just being lazy. You're obviously not reading your books. You're obviously not studying. Blah, 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 blah. No. The teacher would probably say, why don't you meet me after class? We'll sit down and discuss it. We'll go over some things and I'll help you. That's how a coach should be. And I know that there's so many good coaches out there, don't get me wrong. But there are some that literally just like turn my stomach when I read some of the stuff they write. I can't help it. Bothers me. Don't do it. Whether you're in my group or not. It's not the kind of person you should be. This world is absolutely nuts right now. And especially people behind a keyboard. You know, they write stuff, nobody knows who they are. But I really wonder if that's what they're like in their real life. If you can talk to somebody like that anonymously behind your keyboard, would you really talk to somebody like that in real life? I would never. It's horrible. So that was my little soapbox about that. Just bothered me, guys. I literally thought about it half the night. I couldn't sleep. And I know that was on my mind. And I hope the person that was reaching out understands that I don't tolerate it. And, you know, I hope that they weren't affected by it. And I hope, you know, they still continue in some fashion, whether maybe they have to order half a month and supplement the rest. It's okay. It's not the ideal situation, but it's okay. There's no race. And you know what? Another thing I've read, people are like, oh, you won't get to goal fast enough. This, blah, blah, blah. This is not a race, guys. This is a tool. That's it. Optavia is a tool. That's all. Not a race. So what? You don't lose 12 pounds in a week, 5 pounds in a week. It's just a tool. It's meant to teach. Small meals, frequent meals, not overdoing it on the sugar, keeping your carbs moderate. You know, it's teaching you. And if you're not even learning while you're on it or coaching, then you're never going to get off of this. That was one of my biggest things, is it's so simple to me and so convenient. But am I really learning from it? I wonder, and I struggle with that sometimes. I literally think about it. Because when I go off Optavia, when I have gone off it, I was able to keep the weight off for the most part. But I don't really know if like my mind and body were connected. I'm at a stop now, so that's why I'm looking. And I feel like that mindset of quick weight loss and the ease of the program can override the fact that it's a tool and that it's meant to teach you. It's not a race. All right. When we do in the group also, you know, the 12-week countdown to spring and things, and I see people, they're like, oh, I only lost 1.2. That's phenomenal. If you take 12 weeks and add 1.2 up, you have over 12 pounds. You have over 13 pounds. That's a lot of weight to lose in a couple weeks. It's not a race. Just use this as a tool and understand that everyone loses differently. If you have more weight to lose, you're going to lose quicker, clearly. Maybe not. But most people do, but maybe not. You are unique. You are an individual. You are your own person. Nobody else's. And we shouldn't compare ourselves to other people, but we do, but we shouldn't. You know? We do it all the time. I mean, ooh, look at her outfit. Ooh, look at her hair. Ooh, look at her. You know, and then it's like it can make your whole day shot if you compare yourself. Maybe you're not as tall as somebody. Maybe you're not as thin as somebody. Maybe you're not as big. There's people that struggle to put on weight. You know, we're in a class of people that are trying to lose weight, but there's a lot of people that can't even gain weight. There's people that are made fun of because they're too skinny. It's like the world is so effed up. You're too fat, you're too thin, you're too old, you're too young, you're too this, you're too that. Let's just love each other and support each other and help each other. Help. So when someone's struggling in my group, let's be kind and helpful. Let's not ridicule. Let's not be like sarcastic. Don't have a tone behind the words that you're writing. Just be kind. And if you feel like you need to be that rude person, just pop yourself out, because I'm going to block you anyway if I see it. And there's no warning. I don't care. If you don't like it, too bad. Just be mindful. There's a nice way to go about it. If you really want to give somebody advice and it comes across as a certain way, think about how you're writing. Think about the person receiving it. Are they going to see it in the way you mean to say it, or does it come across, you know, some people don't even realize it. But, you know, one of the things I've learned throughout my life is people will always remember something that was said to them if it has an emotional impact. For instance, I can remember, I was probably about, and I have a video on this from a long time ago. Somebody very close to me, in my family no less, said to me, you are lazy and will amount to nothing. You will amount to nothing. Because when I was in like junior high, I had like no focus on, you know, I'm going to be in high school. I have to decide what I'm going to do and all this other stuff. Like, I just wanted to hang out and have fun. I was a kid, for crying out loud. But I can remember being in the room I was in. I wasn't home. I was in that person's house. And I remember the facial expression, the tone of the voice, everything. Like it just happened 5 seconds ago. I'm not kidding. Those words were so powerful and they hit me so hard that I couldn't believe that this family member was saying this to me. And as a kid, you internalize it like you're worthless. This person that you look up to thinks you're a piece of garbage. Clearly, you're not going to be anything if they say you're not going to be anything. How freaking dare, right? Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that was when I was a kid, and it still haunts me to this day. That person's no longer alive, but it still haunts me. It haunts me. And I feel like everything I've done in my life, you know, have a career, went through college with a 4.0 average, like all of these different things I did for myself, but honestly, there's a piece of me that did it for that person to say, yeah. So maybe it was motivating, but it wasn't. it was hurtful, and I carry it with me to this day. I'm very secure with myself. I'm very strong emotionally. I'm very extroverted and such. And I know I would never in a million years ever talk to somebody like that, let alone a family member. So when you're, let's say you're out in a store. Go ahead, lady. When you're out in a store, let's say, and you see somebody with something pretty on, like a nice coat, a nice hat, pretty makeup, hair, I don't care what it is, you would be amazed at how far, by you just saying, I love your coat, you look beautiful, your hair is so nice, a simple little word like that, you would not believe how far, no one's in my office, you would not believe how far that goes. You could make someone's day with one little statement, and you could truly tear someone apart with one little statement. You can wreck somebody's day or week or month. Everybody has something in their life that they're going through, and if it's an insecurity about their weight, oh my God, being mean is never going to help. So I don't know, I'm rambling, but that's stuff that I feel. And I know this world will never be a perfect place, and I know that everybody won't always get along and all these other things, but you as a person can make a difference and be a kind person in this world, because it is so effed up. It really is, and it probably always will be. But you be that person. You be the one to be kind and helpful to other people. It's easy, and it'll make you feel good too. Find that those people that are cruel and whatnot, they have the most insecure self-esteem known to man, and maybe somebody hurt them, right? So I don't know what the solution is, but I do know one of them is to be kind. So with that being said, I'm pulling into a parking lot, a parking garage. I hate these things. They make me like a nervous wreck, but you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, guys, so that was my little chit chat for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be making, obviously better content. This was just me driving into work and wanting to say hello and kind of expressing what's on my mind. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video, and thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys. Bye.